Hello everybody, welcome back to the Underground Lair. We have an old friend with us here. We have an Eastman, I have to look up the number. Oh, there it is right there. T64VT. He wants to go with some heavier strings, which means we have to change the intonation and stuff. So this was just in here. He didn't like it with the light strings, so we're going to put a set of 11s with a wound a third on it. And here, take a look. Here, you guys remember this thing. It's just here for new tuners. And put the new tuners in. We've got the bridge. And we're going with heavier strings. So let me get on that. That's really the only thing that's going to change. We're going to change that, and we'll have to change the relief. So the truss rod cover will have to come off, and let's get to it. Okay, so we got our strings off, and I'm going to show you guys how to put locking tuners on your, or how to string locking tuners. There should be no wraps. That defeats the purpose of having the locking tuner in the first place. So we put it in the saddle, we pull it tight, and we crank it down, thus locking the string, and then you simply tune it up. Next string, same thing. Put it in the saddle. Put it in the slot, nut slot. Tighten it up. And then tune it up. Now the tape that protects the body from the tailpiece can be removed. Like so. And that's how you tune, or not tune, but that's how you string a guitar that has locking tuners. Keep on going here. Sure, we'll just fast forward a tape. Listen to how old I am. Okay, so everything's locked in place. Now we just need to tune it up to pitch. Okay, we're all strung up. You just have to stretch your strings in at that point. I stretch them on both sides of the nut, both sides of the saddle as well. takes more time for the wound strings to stretch in, which is why I'll probably just leave it. Start to work on my I've got a customer's, you remember the songwriter guitar was here. I've got his Les Paul. It needs a level and fret, so while I'm doing that I can just let this sit. Good, no noise in the string sounds. That was the issue we had before, was he wanted 10s on here. I think he wanted, I can't remember the story. But we put 10s on and it was just, the saddles were all rattly. Hey everybody, we're back with the Eastman. Now that we got that Fender Les Paul out of the way. And that was a job. My fingers are sore from all the sanding and stuff. So let's get back into the Eastman. So far what we have is our relief is where we want it at 12th thou at the 7th fret, measuring or holding at the 17th and capo at the 1st. String height, I can't really get down to Gibson spec, which is 5/64, which I have here, and 3/64, but we're at 4/64. I'm not sure who's going to squabble over a 64th. It's just the way it is. The problem with the noisy trapeze tailpiece is gone now that we have the 11 to 49s on here with the wound G, and we're using the locking tuners the way they're supposed to be. There's no wraps around the whole post as the intent for locking tuners. We just have to do intonation. I have no idea where it should be. Now that I got the numbers back to where it was with 10s, it should be the same. Okay, the E, up if it's in tune first. E's good. The A is good. These strings have been on here for 2 days and they're still stretching. D is good. Okay, the G, we got to move that way forward, and as you can see, there's plenty of room. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see where the rest of them are. B is there. And the E's there. Let's move that G saddle forward. Let's see here. Is that a... Looks like a Phillips head. So if we're moving it forward, you don't have to worry about detuning the guitar when you're moving the saddle that way, because you're not tightening the string, you're loosening it. So let's just move that saddle quite a bit. Cool beans. Let's fire this thing up in the noisemaker. I know you guys heard it before, but it doesn't hurt to hear it again, right? Right. Both pickups. Bass side. Oh. Well, tone was all the way down. We're going to wrap this up. Call Buddy, tell him get it. We had to widen out the G string slot. I was turning it, it wasn't doing anything. The same thing happened whenever I was detuning it. It was getting stuck in there, so we opened it up with the nut file a little bit. Man, if you guys have the old Cluson style tuners on your Les Paul or Epiphone or whatever, go ahead and spend $100 for these Cluson locking tuners. They come both with the basic the vintage style, or the one where you put the nut down over a washer. They're both available that way, and I think they're a 22 or a 19:1 gear ratio, so they're like super fine tuning, as opposed to the 12:1 ratio that, or worse, that the factory tuners come with, and they're way smooth. I want to go ahead and thank you for joining us down here in the underground lair. If you like what you've seen, please hit like, subscribe, and the little bell. I certainly would appreciate it. If you live in the greater Pittsburgh area and you need your guitar brought up to par, instant message me on the Facebooks, on the interwebs. Soon come website. Can't wait. Alright. Take care of your neighbor. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Take care of the old folks because they're special. Peace. Have a good rest of your week.